behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Paul Mash TV. Paul Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. Another great interview is on its way, but before we begin, don't forget about the subscribe and bell button if you haven't done that already, and you'll always be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And leave a comment on the comment section below if you like. We'd love to hear from you there. And if you pay attention to the description part, as well as the closing credits at the end of the show, you're going to find contact info, so I hope you'll stay tuned for that. Well, we have Malissa Whitehouse from London, England today. Another great artist. I think you're really going to love this lady. And before we get into that, here's a quick word from the Kate and Gordon Show and Woody's Drumsticks. And don't forget, if you type in Paul Mash TV at the checkout at Woody's Drumsticks, you'll get 10% off your order. So I hope you do that. Anyway, without further ado, we'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from the Kate and Gordon Show. Today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadeandgordonshow.com.
At Woody's Drumsticks, we focus all of our sticks on being a hair longer than everybody else's. Why? Well, all of our sticks are going to be going through the same quality control process as every other stick on the planet. However, the extra length gives you an extended reach, so you can reach for higher cymbals. It makes the sticks last a little longer. We put our shorter taper at the end, which gives more girth in the base of the stick and allows you to play for longer, better, stronger, faster. So once you switch from one brand to Woody's, you'll never go back, and that's a guarantee.
Okay, we're back, and with us from London, England today, we have Malissa Whitehouse. Thanks for joining us, Melissa.
Oh, thank you for having me on, Paul. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing well.
Good, yeah, great. I can't believe you're in Alabama, in London. It's great, isn't it, how you can connect?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, why don't we start with the obvious question, about how you got started. I mean, I'm sure you always wanted to be an artist. Maybe you were in a musical family and that's what started it, but everyone has their own story. Tell us your story.
Yeah, no one in my family was musical. I was the annoying child that wanted to dance, sing and do theatre, dressing up, doing everything when I was younger. So with family, they were a bit kind of like, oh, she's a bit awkward. But then as I got older, I was doing more kind of theatre shows in London. I actually trained at the Bob Hope Theatre in Elton between the age of 14 and 16. And that gave me that kind of connection with acting and singing. And I literally used to take a pad with me and I used to start like writing lyrics and things and writing songs. So I knew there was a skill there. I had it like at school as well, but I just needed to kind of work out where I was going. I wrote a song, shared it with a friend, and she said to me, you should enter it in one of the big London competitions, which was a big major radio station. I sent it off and then I got down to the finals out of 10,000 down to the last 3. And I came second, not first, second. So that was a frustration. But at the same time, it was my drive to know that it just isn't easy to kind of become that number one and you need to work for it. So that was really the start in London for me. And it was a great start because I was only 16 when that happened.
Okay, well, that's quite a story there. And you're doing what you're doing. And hopefully you'll have many years ahead of you.
Thank you.
Well, tell us a little bit about the influences. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of artists that you can think of that helped influence you, even British musicians. But
oh gosh, loads of writers. A huge fan of David Foster, who was also signed with Peer Music, who was my first independent artist with kind of publishing that looked after me. But I would say Madonna at the very, very beginning. Obviously, seeing the transitions that she went through and that chameleon style with her, transforming all the time, different coloured hair and outfits. I was mesmerised. So for me, I was obviously very young, and that was like Top of the Pops in the UK, which was the music show every Thursday evening. It was like run home from school, is Madonna going to be on there? So yeah, I used to absolutely love Madonna and still do. She's a fabulous artist. So but I think from a writing perspective, there's just so many legends that we come across all the time in the music industry. Billie Eilish, I just think kind of Lady Gaga and some of the things that Lady Gaga has done is just beyond mind-blowing. I just think what she's done as an artist, taken to film, soundtracks, theatre, it's phenomenal what she's achieved. So I think that's the beauty of music, though, isn't it? It can go in so many areas.
Yeah, that's good. You know, Madonna, I mean, she's been around a long time, since the 80s.
Yeah, yeah.
And of course, she's
Well,
Billie Eilish. I mean, she's had quite a number of songs that I've liked too.
absolutely. Oh, I just think there is just something about the way she writes a song. I actually got the chance to go to the London show when Madonna came to the Palladium in London. And I know that she gets a hard time, obviously, kind of being an older artist now. There is a lot of ageism in this industry. And I just think to actually see the way that she took that stage and was performing live and how she actually held that audience was something I wasn't expecting because of the way that press review artists and how hard it can be and how fickle people can be. But she held her own, and that really made my day after being a fan for so long. It is a hard industry, and you have to fight through the barriers with press and media and sustaining yourself as an artist. I think it's quite a challenge sometimes, especially when you're not in your 20s, which is the stereotype of what most record labels, if you are signed, want. So it's the blessing, I think, of being an independent artist. We can create what we want to create and keep control. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, people might want to learn more about you. I'm sure it's pretty easy to do. Or you may have an official website, maybe you're on streaming and social media, so on. Tell everybody about
I
that.
do. Yeah, so I am on Instagram, Facebook under Melissa Whitehouse, and it's Melissa MA. Everybody spells it with an E, then they say, I can't find you. So it's Malissa. So it's melissawhitehouse.com, like the White House in America. So you won't be able to forget. So yes, I'm on all social media, and obviously with my recent single that's just been released on the 3rd of July, on all platforms, you can download my music. So it's here, there, and everywhere at the moment.
Okay, and you have an official website as well, melissawhitehouse.com.
That's correct. Yes, that's where you can find me. Yeah, so I am there.
Okay, well, check her out on all those formats. I know she would love to hear from you.
I
And
definitely would. Yeah, that'd be great to hear from you. And obviously, the new single is called Reflections, which features obviously some fantastic musicians and a composer that I've worked with, John Brooks, and the wonderful singer-songwriter in Billy Lockett, so who's flying up the charts and around the world at the moment. So some great people and great company that I'm in at the moment with work, which has been a really wonderful time.
right, as a matter of fact, I was just getting ready to ask you about Reflections. Is there a story behind this song? Maybe you want to share with us? We would love to hear that story.
Oh, Reflections for me, it's about, we all go through relationship issues, don't we? We all have the heartbreak. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to kind of be, going through the same stereotype with a song. I want to kind of have a positive outcome from something that has been kind of heartbreaking, but you learn from the story. So Reflections is really about moving forward once you've gone through that kind of breakup, but knowing that you put someone back on the right path of where they belong and you're on the right path again, but you need to let go. And when you look back, you kind of think to yourself, do you know what? It's part of the story. It's part of our growth. It was one of them moments that wasn't meant to be, but instead of looking back in anger, you look back and you cherish those moments and you just think, right, I'm ready to move on. So I think it's reflections of knowing that it isn't always the blame of someone else. It can be both of you, and timing. And so that really was the inspiration behind the song. I've been on a heck of a journey the last few years, and I think I've had like my Adele moment, as I call it, where I think as a singer-songwriter, when you're younger, you can write songs that you haven't lived the moments. You write them because you think your audience wants those songs. But when you actually live through them and then you can kind of create, I think sometimes there's that emotional connection with your audience where they go, oh, I really felt that, or because it's honest, it's from the heart. So I think I've just got that little bit more maturity now in my writing and experiences to kind of relay that in my music, for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, I love this song, and I know as always
Oh,
you guys are going to love it too. And
thank you.
we're going to get to that in a second, though. But before we begin that song, Melissa, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Oh,
Uh,
pleasure. Thank you, Paul.
anytime you want to come back, we'll be happy to have you if you have anything new to plug for us. So
That would be amazing. Thank you so much. And it's lovely to connect with all of your listeners as well. That's great.
okay. Well, without further ado, here's Reflections by Melissa Whitehouse. It begins right now.
I didn't know what to say, I didn't know what to do. Every twist and turn led me back to you. I know it's been hard, yes, I'm fighting through. I'm never giving up on you, never giving up on you. Complicated it may be, every word that cuts so deep is just reflections of the love from me to you. Like the red shoes on the yellow brick road, I will guide you, I will bring you safely home. We just had our eyes closed, no one told us why. It's our reflection. Like the red shoes on the yellow brick road, I will guide you, I will bring you safely home. We just had our eyes closed, no one told us why. It's our reflection. I tried to run away, I didn't get too far with all the words at play, messing with my heart. I know it's been hard, yes, I'm fighting through. I'm never giving up on you, never giving up on you. Yet you have control of me. What I do and what I see are two different things. We fight so perfectly. Like the red shoes on the yellow brick road, I will guide you, I will bring you safely home. We just had our eyes closed, no one told us why. It's our reflection. Like the red shoes on the yellow brick road, I will guide you, I will bring you safely home. We just had our eyes closed, no one told us why. It's our reflection. La 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 la. We just had our eyes closed, eyes closed. No one told us why. It's our reflection.